Welcome back to day 7 of 8 days of abundance with Green Tara. I'm so happy to be back with you here today live, and a warm welcome to those of you who are joining on the replay. Feel free to introduce yourself in the chat where you're watching live from, or if you're watching the replay, feel free to say hello, share where you are participating from in the world. It's always so good to be here with our beautiful community of light workers and to be in the presence of the Ascended Masters, our spiritual guides and mentors, and how to embody our sovereignty, how to direct and focus upon the Christ light that exists within each and every one of us, the Buddha Christ light, that divinity from which you and I have been born into this universe from. So it's so wonderful to see everyone coming on. Welcome back. And feel free to share any feedback or reflections, any breakthroughs that you've been experiencing in your journey of abundance consciousness, embodying abundance consciousness, here in the chat or in the video replay. We love to read your feedback. We love to read your reflections. And it's really special for me to witness so many breakthroughs that have been happening during our 8 Days of Abundance series. Thank you so much for sharing so candidly, so authentically, and really allowing us to love you exactly as you are in your spiritual journey with the Ascended Masters. So today I'd love to begin with our invocation of that circle of empowerment, that circle of sovereign empowerment with the Ascended Masters. And we do this often. You would visualize a beautiful circle of light. Today I'm going to visualize an emerald green circle of light around me in honor of Green Tara, who's our Ascended Master mentor for this series. And you are sitting within that circle of light, within that circle of sovereign empowerment. And in the center of the circle, I invite you to expand your energy out to the very edges of that circle. And there's 8 directions along your circle, and this is where we invoke the 8 Ascended Masters that we meet in the Sophia Code. And in the north, we welcome White Buffalo Woman and the Order of Sky Grandmothers, who you meet in chapter 12 of the Sophia Code. In the north, we welcome Isis and Ascended Master Saint Germain in the northeast corner of your circle of empowerment. In the east, we welcome Hathor and the Hathor Star Nation. In the southeast, this is where we always invoke Green Tara, the 21 emanations of Tara, and the Order of Dakinis. In the south, we welcome Mother Mary and the Order of the Blue Ray, all of her angelic guides of that blue flame, divine will consciousness. In the southwest, we welcome and invoke to support and celebrate your journey, Mary Magdalene and Jesus and the Order of Magdalena. And of course, we always include Saint Joan of Arc when we do the invocation in the southwest. And in the west, we welcome Ascended Master Kuan Yin and Mahavatar Babaji. And in the northwest is where we welcome the Holy Seraphim of the Divine Mother, the Sophia Dragons, who you can meet in chapter 13 of the Sophia Code. As we drop in deeper with our circle of empowerment, remembering that it is up to us to focus upon the light and the truth of our own sovereign divinity, I welcome you to call upon and invoke the most important master of all for you in the center of your universe, which is your own higher self, your own Christ Buddha light. Anchored at your heart center, we welcome the light of your soul to radiate out as a beautiful sun or soul star from the center of your being, filling out your circle of empowerment and connecting with the light and the presence of each of these Ascended Masters. This morning, I welcome Green Tara to step forward and to become very, very present in your human awareness, for you to become focused upon her consciousness as a mentor and as a spiritual guide. And I welcome your higher self to open up your body, heart, and mind to receive the healing emerald rays of green Tara's presence, bringing assurance, bringing a sense of emotional safety, bringing a double measure of divine love, opening your inner eyes and inner ears to the consciousness of prosperity, which we learned about and discussed yesterday, and how the roots of prosperity and the tree of prosperity, that consciousness can begin to really take hold and expand outward in every direction through our body, hearts, and minds. Of course, Tara's name is associated with the word star and bridge and also tree. So she is activating that tree of life, your neurology, to create new neurological pathways, both spiritual and emotional and mental, new belief systems, new pathways of enlightened thinking and focus upon abundance and prosperity, and how important this practice of focusing upon the abundance of the universe, focusing upon prosperity as a divine virtue of Christ consciousness, that this is part of your angelic mission. This is part of your divine purpose for being here, is to help refocus and pivot humanity away from slave matrix thinking, hierarchical, impoverished thinking, and to support humanity in pivoting back to sovereign divine thoughts, to sovereign divine thinking, to sovereign creatorhood beingness. Part of your divine purpose is to embody abundance so that others can know what it means to believe in the truth of who you are, instead of giving into the lies that we are surrounded by. And the traps, the illusions, the traps, the separation that can keep us from ourselves. And as we discussed yesterday, you are actually abundant. And the journey of healing our relationship with abundance is the journey of healing our relationship with ourselves. Because you are here to offer your gifts, your talents, your light, your beingness, your presence as a gift to this world. And that gift to the world, however you choose to share it, to serve through who you are, there is a reciprocity, there's abundance that is meant to come back to you for that. There are blessings, there's an abundance and a value of resources that go even beyond financial rewards. You know, abundance can be an abundance of kind and generous friendships, loving family relationships, a romantic partnership that really is a co-creative divine force of nature in your life. It can be a thriving career or business. It can be a thriving ministry. It can be, you know, the abundance of creative thinking and positive momentum in your life. Abundance can be an abundance of health. Today, we're going to talk about the divine virtue of faith, which is the seventh great virtue of self-love that overcomes the 8 great fears. And so faith overcomes the fear of doubt. And haven't you noticed in the journey of abundance or manifestation that doubt, it's actually doubt that can get in our way the most? Because it's so easy to fall into practicing doubt instead of uplifting our hearts and our minds in faith. Faith is a vibration, it's a resonance, it's a ray of light. Faith is actually a sacred flame. Faith is a divine virtue, an aspect of God consciousness. Faith is something that is beyond hope, because hope is a light, optimistic feeling that still leaves room for doubt. Well, it may or may not happen, but I hope it does. Faith is absolute certainty that what is meant to be for your highest and best good will come to pass. It's already done. It's already happened. So faith is a resonance, a current of belief, undivided belief that becomes your future reality in the present moment. Like faith is the highway that allows for you to feel abundant in areas of your life before they are necessarily manifested as the abundance that you want to see externalized. It's faith is the